I think year after year the screens get so much larger and so much more high definition. So the 5K stuff and really large format, immersive touch, multi-touch screens to me are quite beautiful. And you can either do them in a very large format or you can actually take them down to a smaller format. But the more immersive, multi-touch, so that they're engaging. There's an interaction between the guest and the experience versus just a one-way experience, kind of the way we developed the last 10 years in the business. I'm with the Integer Group, and we are one of the world's largest promotional retail shopper marketing agencies. So we work with major retailers and big brands all over the world. And the reason that we come here is we come looking for kind of newer, immersive technologies that work for our clients at retail. We both bring clients with us and look at the new technology, as well as bring some of the new technology back to our lab to prototype and work with to see how these things really elevate the shopper experience. So we don't really look at it a technology point of view, but what technologies can we leverage to really engage shoppers at retail. The Retail Arts Lab is, maybe 3 times the size of this space, and it's full of all digital, immersive, retail-based kind of technologies that elevate the shopper experience. So anything from the new stuff like iBeacon and the Google Chrome, all the way back to 3x3 50-inch video walls, where we do interactive touch, to menu boards. So anything interactive kiosk, anything that you see going on in retail, we're kind of prototyping that stuff and building it. And we have one instance called Wish, which we won a Gold Apex Award for last night at the banquet, which is an interactive window shopping platform that we developed with Adidas, and it's in our lab and it's full. So we bring all of our clients and we host and ideate with them. And then once we have an idea with them, we can really rapidly prototype and build things out for them. Because today's things are not just a digital sign with a piece of software, right? It's about interactive and application design and all that kind of stuff. And we do that right there with our clients in a rapid prototyping environment. Well, we are the Google Shopper Marketing Council. We're one of their agencies, obviously, that works with them very closely. So we don't have it yet, but we'll have it in our lab and we'll be testing it within a couple of weeks and making sure we'll be testing it against the traditional platforms that exist today. We think there's a lot of loveliness about the lightness of it, and it's a website at HTML5 and all the things that makes the things lighter and easier to manage. But we also need to make sure that it's robust enough to survive in a retail environment and not break down. So we'll do that kind of bench testing in our lab, or I won't, but the people that do that kind of work. But we only look at that really as a way to deliver the experience. Where we spend most of our time is up front thinking about the strategy behind the shopper journey for this particular retail brand or this consumer brand, and how do they navigate the store? What is the right place to play? What is the right location to place this Delta experience? And then how to design it, whether it be an application or one-way digital sign or video wall or mobile tablet or a mobile smartphone application, or all three combined. So that's where we spend most of our time with our clients. Then we build and prototype these things, and then we build content design around that. So we kind of do all of that, and we work with partners on the technology to say, based upon the experience that we've come up with, how do we get this technology in here, rapidly prototype it so we can kind of see it and feel it, and then move it quickly along the development path so that we can move it out to pilot stores. And so that's really where we spend our time at the front end, thinking about experience design, how to really elevate a moment for a customer or remove a pain point for them, build the application or the interactive experience, develop the content, very branded specifically for that particular brand, whether it be a retail brand or a consumer goods brand, and actually then do all the analytics behind it. What kind of watch the behavioral impact that this experience has on our brand's experiences, if you will. I see that we are not unlike a lot of industries. We start off with technology, and what we really need is really good strategic insights as to the shopper journey and where digital can be leveraged, no matter whether it's a digital sign or a mobile application. Start there. Start about what is the consumer journey, what does your brand stand for, what is the experience that you want to have, what kind of behavioral modifications do you want to create, and then what are the experiences, and then put your customer, the end user, at the center of your design. Because if you don't realize that you're selling to a Rebecca or to you have all these business objectives and all this technology, and it gets muddled and value engineered down to a really poor experience. So what we really make sure that we do in our And our user design work is we do a lot of user business requirements, of course, and then user interviews, and then usability testing. So if the user gets left out, I mean, they sit at the center of everything we do. So human-centered design, customer-centered design, and I mean the shopper. I don't mean the brand. And we make sure that they come together, but at the end of the day, if I'm not solving a pain point for a shopper, or I'm not creating a wow experience for that shopper, I've just spent money that really is of no value to anybody. And in 2 years, you're going to pull it out of the store anyways. So when we keep that customer at the center, we keep measuring it, we observe it, and there's so many emerging technologies in the area of measurement that you don't have to do these huge studies. You can literally put measurement technologies right inside the store where you have line-of-sight observation to exactly how shoppers are responding to the experience you built. How are they walking into it? How are they reacting to it? Are they engaging with it? Is the button in the wrong location? All the way down to kind of seeing that stuff. Technology is helping us have those kind of insights into behavior into the store. And we find that one of the most exciting things about being bold about the things you experiment, because you can see it and you can fix it right away and get out of there if it's too bold, that kind of thing. So we enjoy that as well. And when I joined the world 10 years ago, a long time ago, I always thought about it as a transition from print sign to digital because it's more engaging. And if you really look at a return on investment model, you can probably amortize over 3 years and move potentially a lot of your print to digital. And the beauty of that is, first of all, it's more immersive. You've got to do really good content design, which leads yourself back all the way to that kind of behavioral experience design that I talked about. You can't just do that with anybody. So if you have a really poor content that doesn't meet needs, but if you look at Uniglow, and you look at Burberry, and you look at the Cosmopolitan Hotel, and you look at some of the, even Target stores, they really think about the content they put on there. So that, to me, is the value of that is so much more immersive than static signage. But the other huge value is I can respond to market disruption like that with digital that I can't with print. Within 12 hours, I can have a new piece of content out there preempting a competitive claim so that I can kind of shut down that noise within minutes, whether it be a digital billboard on the highway, whether it be a digital kiosk in a mall, or whether it be all the signs in my store. I can react to market disruption quickly. I can let's just say I have a product that's been top secret. Let's say that I'm iPhone, 7. And I literally can respond and get that out to market right within the day of new product introduction. So all those kind of things, I think people think about the enhanced experience, but I think that you can also put a cost to what is the opportunity cost that's lost if you can't react to the market really quickly, if you can't get your campaigns out there quickly enough. I think that's a huge part of it that we kind of forget about as well.